Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and in this tutorial I am going to explain you what is a primary key in SQL and how we can use it effectively with some simple examples. A primary key is a field in a table which uniquely identifies each and every record in a table. So there are two conditions for the primary keys. First one is primary keys must contain a unique values. It will not take the duplicate values. And the second condition is a primary key column cannot have a null values. We have seen what is a null value and how to deal with them in the not null constraint. For that video, just click the I button here. A table can have only one primary key, which may consist of a single or the multiple fields. When multiple fields are used as a primary key, they are called as composite key. We can add primary key constraint to a database table in two ways. First one is in the create table query, and if the table has already been created, then we can use alter table command to add primary key to the specific column. Let me show you how to establish a primary key constraint on a table in both the ways. So let's get into it. This is the SQL command line interface, and today we are going to see how to use a primary key constraint in a table. In the first example, we will create a table named students having the columns student number, first name, last name and department, and we are going to add primary key constraint to the first column, which is student number. For this, just we have to use a create table command. To get more clarification, you can see our create table video tutorial linked in the description below. For this, just type create table name, which is students, in bracket the first column is student number. After that, we have to give the data type. In this case, we are using int. And now we have to add a primary key constraint here. For this, we just have to type primary key here, comma, the second column, which is first name, data type is varchar, last name, same data type varchar, and the last column is department, again varchar. We will close the bracket, semicolon and enter. Our table has been created. Let me show you its metadata. For this, just use describe command, which is dsc students, semicolon and enter. So these are the number of columns and the data type for our students table. And here you can see, as we have specified a primary key to the student number column, here you can see the not null constraint is automatically added, so that the student number column will not take the null values, as well as it will not allow the duplicate values in this column. To validate this, we will just try to insert null values in the student number column. For this, just use the insert command, insert into the table name, which is students, and values. In bracket, instead of giving a number, we will give null value for the student number column, Sam, comma, and the last one is department, which is A, semicolon and enter. Here you can see the error code cannot insert null values into students.student number. So it clearly says you cannot allow the null values in the student number column. To validate if the student number column can take the duplicate values or not, for this we just insert one record, and here you can see one row is created. We have inserted the first record in the students table, and we will try to again insert the duplicate values in the student number column. After hitting enter, we will get the error, and the error code is unique constraint violated. It is clearly saying that we cannot insert duplicate values in the student number column. If you have already created a table and you want to add primary key constraint to a specific column, you can do that by using alter command. So I have already created a table named students2. Let me show you its metadata. For this, just type DSC students2. Here you can see the same number of columns along with the data types, but no constraint has been added while creating this table. To add a primary key to students number column, for this we just have to type alter command, which is alter table. Now the table name, which is students2. Now we have to use add keyword here, add, and again the type of constraint. So in this case we are giving primary key, and in bracket we have to give the column name. In this case we are giving primary key to student number, bracket is closed, semicolon, and enter. Here you can see the table has been altered. Let me show you the constraint has been added or not. For this, again use DSC command. Here you can see the constraint has been added to the students2 table. I hope you got the clear understanding what is a primary key and how to add primary key with different scenarios with some simple examples. To get more clarification about SQL, we have a full course linked in the description below. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and also ring the notification bell to get latest updates.